Yeah, the vaccine.
Oh yeah. I was saying, well, what you think about this vaccine, man? Is it bad, good? What? How you feel?
Nigga, are you taking a flu shot?
I can't remember the last time I have gotten a flu shot. Probably when I was like fucking in grade school, 11 or some shit or whatever. I don't know. And it might not even been then. I honestly don't remember.
Did the flu shot benefit you?
I can't tell you. I have no idea. I don't even remember. I don't remember. But I was just asking, just to ask.
Did y'all see
'Cause I
that
know-
the CNN post I posted where it says you going to carry a card to say you took the shot, your first round dose and your second round dose? Did you see that shit?
was the first and the second
Nah,
round?
but I'm
Yeah.
not surprised. I'm not surprised because I randomly just was like, you know what? I went on hotels.com. I was like, what are hotel prices like right now? So I went to New York City. Like, nigga, them hotel prices is dumb low right now, right? But like the thing about it, the shit you gotta go through just to travel to and from New York is ridiculous. They said some shit like you gotta take a test before you come to New York. Show that you've taken the test. If you come from out of state, you got to stay in New York for at least 3 days. And then when you leave, you got to go somewhere else to show that you've taken another test before you leave New York. So it's like basically you got to take a test before you leave, before you go to New York. Then when you leave, you got to take another one to show that you don't have it. So you have to show you don't have one entering, and you have to show that you don't have it leaving. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, that's the reason why them hotel prices are so damn low.
New York ain't that
like, niggas is not traveling to New York. And then once you get there, you got to stay at least 3 days.
Yeah, New York's not that.
But the shit I don't understand is how do they measure? Like, how do they who's tracking that shit? That's the only thing I don't understand.
Meanwhile,
when I read that article, it didn't really say. You said what?
But meanwhile, you allow the protests and all that other dumb shit. You're allowed to do all the dumb shit, but you're not allowed to, be free.
Yeah, I seen the joint the other day where Candace Owens was like, so I can go on the plane and sit next to a nigga and eat a whole sit next to a random stranger, eat a whole meal next to him with no mask on, but my husband can't come to my ultrasound or whatever whatever that shit you do before you had a baby, those little meetings you gotta have. They were saying that her husband can't come. That shit that shit don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah.
A lot of this shit don't make no fucking sense.
Right? How you can go out and eat?
Like, as far as the way they try to regulate it,
you can go to restaurants.
You said what?
You can go to restaurants and walk in the joint with your mask, sit down, take off your mask, eat, talk to the waiter with a mask, get your food from whoever, God knows. Sit down, eat your shit, walk out. Like, none of that shit makes sense. Eat the same silverware. Next person, eat the same dinnerware as the next person. None of that shit makes sense. Oh, but you got to be in your house after. You got to be in your house after 10 p.m. because, like, why?
Why?
The virus just has a curfew too. Like,
we got curfew over here.
I'm saying, do the virus got curfew? Why you in your house after 10?
No, I'm just asking.
They close everything closed at 10 o'clock. Everything closing at 10 o'clock.
Oh, they started it back up? Okay.
In Baltimore, I think.
Yeah, I bet.
I thought it was a whole state. I thought everything because no, I think they were just saying liquor stores close at 10 o'clock. And liquor store, no, I think they said they stopped restaurants stop serving liquor and liquor stores close at 10 o'clock. I think that's what it says. Or I think all alcohol, not even just liquor, beer, or all beer stores, everything closed at 10.
Because that's the cutoff for for the vid.
Like I said, none of this shit make no fucking sense.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like one of the most obvious, glaring examples of the shit not making sense is how they'll have NBA players, NFL players playing, breathing on each other, fucking sweating on each other, fucking fucking spitting on each other, and then they go on the sideline and put a fucking mask on. I'm like, nigga, what sense does that make? Like, this nigga fucking Alex Smith got sacked by, you know what I'm saying, fucking Aaron Donald. This nigga laying on top of him breathing, And then fucking Alex Smith goes to the sideline and this nigga put a face mask on. It's like what? At what point? Like it makes absolutely no fucking sense. It just doesn't.
Des Bryant.
You know, it's like to me, it seems like they only. You said who?
Des Bryant got stopped right before the game.
I heard something about it. Yeah, I heard something about this shit.
That shit was stupid though. He got stopped before the game and then came back out after the game and hugged the coach and shit. Said, "Oh, good game." And so like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Or
that nigga should have been
even the shit with Trevor Lawrence, like the nigga. The same shit. This nigga, they said, "Oh, this nigga had COVID. He couldn't play the game, but he on the sideline right there amongst the whole fucking team, talking to these niggas and everything."
Regardless,
shit don't make no sense.
He shouldn't been on the sideline. Period. If it's that serious, he shouldn't be on the sideline. Period.
Mm-hmm. So Baltimore about to be fucked up.
Do you think this COVID shit? Like, all right. So I know when y'all go out, y'all see people with masks on, but then you see you can tell some people really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do you think that the amount of people, as far as the general American population, do you really think that they really are as in much fear as the media is making it seem? Because I do get a sense there's a lot of fucking people who are not afraid of this shit at all, and they just wear a mask because they have to. They're not wearing it because they're actually afraid of fucking like catching the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wearing masks to go inside the stores or whatever where they have to patron and shit.
Oh yeah, and that too. That too. But I just get a sense that because I be around, some people will be standing, like some people just don't really seem to be in fear of that shit. And then there's other motherfuckers that be overdoing this shit. Like I'm fucking in Chipotle today, and the lady's standing behind me in line. The joint got the little spots on the ground. She like 12 fucking feet behind me. I'm like, all right, they said six fucking feet of social distancing. Why the fuck you 12 feet behind me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. I just felt like that shit was just over the top. Like niggas is, you know what I'm saying? Like some people, I don't know. I just feel like some people are fucking overdoing it. And
she respecting your space and her space though at the same time. So I don't mind that. Because she might have this shit. You might not. You don't know if she has the shit or not. She may know she has the shit, and she respecting your zone and shit. But I understand the confliction.
I don't know, young. I feel like that shit's kind of weird, bro. If they say 6 feet, why are you fucking 20 feet behind me? That shit don't make no sense to me. That shit look. I don't know. That shit look weird to me.
That's the thing. Maybe she.
Maybe that's because I'm not in that. Maybe it's because I'm not as afraid of shit.
Maybe she had a cold. I had a cold last week, and I had to wait a couple of days to get my fucking results back and shit. Maybe she had a cold and wanted some fucking Chipotle and went in there and joined. It was like, I'm not trying to contaminate niggas, so let me stand back and shit. But me, I'm ordering Uber Eats though. I'm ordering Uber Eats though, so you can drop this shit off in my front door.
Yeah.
So, shit.
That's the thing though, like, all right, so like they say this vaccine is gonna have like a 95% success rate. Did I read that right?
That ain't bad. Yeah, that ain't bad.
The accurate?
It's multiple different joints. It's a couple different vaccines. Some are 95, some are 98. They got the Chinese joint. The Chinese niggas is talking about their shit is only 85% good. So it's like, yeah, you're reading it right. All
right, so if the vaccine has a 95% success rate, and already when you catch the Rona, you know, our age group and down is 99.995 success rate. So what's the point of taking the shit?
Well, that's the whole point. Everybody's old first. That's the whole point. Rolling on to the old folks.
Isn't that person to person based on your health history?
Yeah.
So why don't we as a country emphasize on like eating healthier or taking supplements, stuff that can prevent shit to begin with, instead of catching it and try to recover from it? You know what I mean?
Well, because as a country, because it's always going to be about states' rights, and states' rights is You know, that's the whole reason why we have the whole fucking what you call it, the electoral college. That's or college is
I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about people being healthy. Like,
yeah, I am no, but you are talking about politics because what you're saying is why isn't it going to be state's law or why isn't it going to be national or whatever? Because it's not going to be national because it has to go through the state first.
I'm talking about like
the state first.
Yeah, but it should be like some, I don't know, maybe.
It's not going to happen. You're talking about a utopian in the United States, which will never happen.
I'm talking about.
It didn't even happen when we had a black president, so it's not going to happen.
I'm talking about educating people on how to care for yourself as far as nutrition. Nutrition will get you a long way.
I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you. There's going to be educated people in the United States always, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because it's always going to be that what I said at first. It's going to be states' rights, and niggas are going to do what they want to do in certain states. Oklahoma, West Virginia is going to do whatever the fuck they want to do. They don't got nobody over there joint, but they're going to say fuck Obama. They're going to say fuck Biden. They're going to say fuck all your Medicaid and all that shit. We don't need that shit. And we ain't shit over here, but we don't need that shit. They don't got shit over there, dog. They don't got shit. And there's a lot of podunk ass areas in the U.S., dog, and they don't give a fuck about no liberal shit. They don't want to hear about no we uniting or none of that shit, nigga. We do our shit over here, and you do your shit over there. And it's not gonna happen.
I'm glad you said that though, because that whole like we united shit. What do you think about that? Like, where did that come from? This whole like we must all come together. Like, where did that like? Because niggas be talking about not trying to unite and shit like that, but I'm just trying to understand like. In one breath, we be like, the same niggas that you be talking about, like, these motherfuckers, these conservatives, these racists, this and the third, but in the same breath, it's like, these niggas supposed to be trying to come together. It's like, in one breath, you know, they against us, they the enemy, but then it's like, but they're supposed to be trying to, like, how can we, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're antagonizing a person at the same time, we want to be on the same team as them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, either we fuck with them or we don't. Like, why do we need these niggas to join with us? You know what I'm saying? Because in one breath, it's like, oh, these niggas out to get us. Oh, these niggas don't like us. Why do you want to team up with a nigga? Why do you feel like a nigga, like, these niggas ain't trying to join us? Like, but we already know these niggas don't fuck with us. So it's like, I'm hypothetically speaking when I say, like, I'm not saying I think they don't fuck with us. I'm just saying, like, just the general perspective. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that's the case, then why do we want to unify with niggas who we already deem as the enemy? Because I always hear niggas doing a lot of that. We should be coming together shit. But I'm just like, if these niggas the enemy, why you want to come together? I don't get it.
I would say this. I don't have the perfect answer to give you, but I will say that that is exactly why we had the Civil War. It wasn't because of that Abraham Lincoln wanted to end slavery or whatever. Everybody will tell you that it was because he wanted to keep the states as a whole or whatever. The South was trying to succeed and shit, and we're just trying to keep shit together. So I don't know. We're at the end of the day, they're just trying to keep the U.S. together because it clearly if we're going all the way back to Abraham Lincoln, when niggas had way different sides of the other side or whatever. It's like I don't think it'll ever change. I don't think it'll ever change as far as racism.
Here's my other question. Here's my other question as far as all that unity shit, because I like, you know, we as black people always be talking all that come together with other races shit. But what other races be talking about coming together with black people? Black people always talking about coming together. Who else be talking about coming together though? With like even I don't be hearing Asian people talking about well, we need to come together with the other races.
Oh no, they already
need to come together with other races.
Come together with the other races.
I don't even hear Spanish people say that. As a matter of fact, I don't even really hear Spanish people say that. I hear black people say black and brown people. I don't really hear Spanish people say black and brown people. Only black people say black and brown people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why are we always trying to include everybody, but don't nobody want to include us? You know what I'm saying? It's weird.
I
We
hear what
supposed to
you're
be
saying. I think that's
disenfranchised
a new thing
more.
though.
Like,
I think that's a new thing though. I think it'll come around though. I think it'll come around, but generally I think it's a new thing as far as saying black people saying all black and brown colored people whatever coming together, and even with the whole what is it, NAACP whatever, advancement for colored people and shit. I don't think it was for everybody. I think it was originally it was just for black folks and shit. But I think, well, not even that, because I can't say that because it it was a lot of the things that happened. It was a lot of things that happened. That's why you have black folks out here saying that they was Cherokee and all this other shit. And the Indians then was saying, "Nah, nigga, you not." And to this day, "No, nigga, you're not Cherokee or whatever the fuck." You know what I'm saying? I think it
yeah, but it's
it had
different
a
though.
lot to
But
do
that's
with
different.
white. It's not
That's
different.
because
It had a lot to
it
do
is
with.
different because niggas. Okay, but what I'm saying is, if a nigga say I'm Native American, that's because he heard it from a family blood member. It's not like some hypothetical shit. You know what I'm saying? This ain't
No,
like nigga, you heard it from somebody who was here
I'm talking about
before
the
you.
multiple I'm talking
That's
about the
completely
multiple
different.
black folks that I know that will they can pull out some paper and say, yeah, this is my grandmother, this is my grandfather, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But in regular day life, you walking past them, you be like, oh yeah, you're just a black person, and that's been happening for multiple years. That's been happening for, I'm sorry, not multiple years, but for centuries or whatever. That's been happening for centuries, and it was designed like that. It was designed for that for a reason. That's exactly how the government designed it. Our government designed it as a reason. It's like it's either you
Yeah, but do
believe
you,
that there were black Indians here, or there were, or you can maybe believe in that there were black Indians here. Can you believe that there were black folks here before Columbus and all that other shit? It's like it's a bunch of shit. There's a bunch of laws and shit out here in place for a reason. For a
yeah,
reason.
just something
Like,
to even think about. Like even like that, like when we was talking about that, like all right. So when I was saying earlier, I'm like, all right, you don't really be hearing like a whole bunch of other different groups of people talking about uniting with anyone else. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like only that seems to only be a black idea. So like, do you think that's for a reason? Like, do you think there's a form of programming that we think that way where we feel like we have to join and unite? And it's like whenever there's a black movement, everybody else gets involved in the black movement, but black people don't be getting involved in other people's movements. You see what I'm saying? It's like Black Lives Matter turned into transgenders matters, turned into all these other fucking matters. You know what I'm saying? It's like fucking you watched it. I remember I was watching some shit on the NBA not too long ago, and they was talking about the owners, like talking about who the exposing who the owners voted for, and somehow it turned into like an LGBT conversation. It's like, what the hell does this have to fucking do with Black lives? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, why does every fucking issue that has to do with like black people always, transform into some shit other people's shit? You know what I mean? Like it just always seems that we're striving to include everybody, but nobody is trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody's saying, hey, black people, join with us. You know what I'm saying? It's like kind of like we have a movement and they were like, oh yeah, we're oppressed like you. We're fighting with you. You see what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. It's just weird. Like I don't get this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like the only unity comes through black people. The only movement where you have multiple factions, it comes through black people. But when there's no black people involved, everybody else doing their own shit. You know what I mean? Like
right.
you see what I'm saying? It's like we're kind of like a fucking like what you call it. It's like niggas like we the lead blockers. You know what I mean? For other people's agendas and shit like that. So it's kind of like that.
I'm gonna
Like
tell you like
that's
this
what it be feeling like.
how I heard it. We're the footstool for everybody. We're the footstool for everybody. Everybody come to the
Yeah,
U.S.
so
and put their legs up on the black folks. You know what I'm saying?
that's
But
what I mean. Exactly. That's my point. The point I'm basically trying to make is like, how come a black person can't go to Chinatown and open up a restaurant, but a Chinese person can go to a black community and open up a Chinese restaurant. You see what I'm saying? I can't go into fucking Little Italy and open up a black fucking restaurant or black fucking store. I can't open up a fucking store in Chinatown. But people of other
that's by
races can come
design.
into a black community.
If you're breaking it down to that,
though,
that's by design. That's by design.
But it's
Because
not by design, bro. Look, it's not by design. It's because that's what we allowed, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no design like we gotta have some sort of accountability as men at some point. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can't be like what are we if we don't have accountability? It don't make no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Like who are we? Like what's our purpose? That goes against our fucking purpose if we don't be accountable for ourselves. We're supposed to be the leaders and the protectors. You want a leader and protector who's not accountable for himself? That's like the number one. That's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be
like
niggas look to you.
But my question, what do you
run
mean
our
by
own
what
shit?
we
That's my
allow though?
point.
Because we don't own shit. Like you said, we don't own
It's
shit.
black. If this black
I was
people,
gonna say no,
a
Chinese man or somebody can't come out here and buy some shit. We don't own shit.
Nigga, money talks, bro. Like you acting like because you black, you can't buy it. You got to get out of that mentality, man. That's what I'm saying. So you don't think you have the power to be like, oh, let's get some money and buy that nigga's restaurant so we can keep that money in our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Between us as black people, you don't think we have the power to do that? Like, come on, you think
personally from day to day?
Bro. I don't think you understand what you're saying.
No. I understand what I'm saying. Let me get to this. Let me just say this. I understand what I'm saying because I have the wherewith and the funds to be able to do some shit. But I'm saying that the most of our community do not. They're unable to do that, and it's by design. It's not because we're just uneducated or you know what I'm saying. It's by design.
I hear you. You saying we don't have the same.
This fucking country was not made for us. We were brought over here to build this country.
Not that deep. I'm just saying like people don't.
Nigga, I'm talking about today. I'm talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? Like this is shit I don't be getting with niggas. Niggas be like, we black, we can't do nothing. Nigga, there's little black kids right now making fucking money on that fucking internet. There's a nigga I follow right now, 13 from fucking, this nigga like 15 years old from Southeast, got a whole clothing line. He got a following. This nigga got fucking rappers follow him. He didn't take pictures with these niggas, all kinds of shit. This little nigga 15, but he ambitious and he hustling. This nigga making more money than grown ass men. So what does he have that these other niggas from his same neighborhood, like, oh, he has a phone. That's the difference, right? Oh, that's what's separating him from the rest of these niggas. No, it's him. Like, come on, man. Think about this shit. Like there's more opportunities to make money than ever fucking before. Damn near everybody's an entrepreneur on some goddamn level. But niggas be like, but I'm black, so
I would
fuck
agree with
all
that. I can agree.
You're limiting yourself with that thinking. You're limiting.
So maybe we agree. Maybe we agree, and I'm just
hold on to narratives. Niggas need to pay attention to what's happening right now and stop holding on to these old ass narratives because it's not what our parents went through. That shit is over with. Like nigga, it's little kids every fucking day making money on the internet. Going from you, how many niggas have you seen on the internet started with 0 fucking subscribers, and now these niggas, or you seen the first time you watched him, he had 100 or something. Now this nigga got 100,000, 500,000. You watching this nigga fucking buy houses, taking trips and flights all over the fucking country, and this nigga was just would have had a phone in the fucking dream. My fucking brother, I watched this nigga literally create his logo, fucking record a fucking couple videos. Then this nigga got like 66 fucking thousand subscribers on YouTube. How much money you think he invested to get to that fucking point where he making YouTube videos 1,000 something views a fucking day? How much bread you think he making off that shit? Cause this nigga had a fucking phone in the dream, and niggas want to be like, cause I'm black and I can't. I don't fuck with that shit. I'm sorry, that shit pisses me off. I apologize if I'm getting passionate.
No, I agree. I agree.
Niggas
exactly
be limiting themselves. This is a limiting ass mentality, and it ain't doing nobody no favors. I'm sorry, bro, but that shit irritates me, bro.
No,
I
don't
know
be sorry
nothing
because
against you. I
I
just hear that
agree
shit
with
a
you
lot.
100%.
know,
I agree with you 100%.
I just
I'm
don't want you. I
speaking
don't
on
want you
the
to feel like I'm
extremities.
directing it towards you. That's all. I just don't want you to think I'm directing it towards you. That's just
No.
It's not you. It's just.
I'm just speaking on the
I just want to make it
extremities.
clear that.
I'm just speaking on the
But that's
extremities.
it. That's what niggas gotta understand, though, bro. Like niggas got like I'm telling you, like we're not living in
Niggas
no
need to
crack
go out there and get
80s
it.
no more. I know we hear. I know the rap niggas be talking about all that shit, but like it's not that time anymore, nigga. Of course, there's other people who have circumstances, but nigga, all you have to do is just be fucking creative and ambitious, and you can do any fucking thing you want to do.
Yeah, niggas need to be thankful that they not born in a fucking third world country
like,
or no
appreciate it. Like
stupid shit.
That's what I'm saying.
It's plenty of opportunity.
That's why they show us getting shot on TV, because right now we could be thriving, but they be like, nah, let's show these niggas getting shot on TV so these niggas can think that they're being limited and they can't, and creates more of a victim mentality and creates more of a fucking like cap over your, this cap they call white supremacy. So now you see white people shooting black people on TV, they getting away with it, and you like, look at the system. Oh, look at them getting away with the system, and it's unfair for them and it's fair for us. Then we have this whole
my thing
aura of hopelessness that comes over us. And then what happens is we internalize. Hold on, let me finish. Then we internalize the hopelessness. Then we have children. And then we push that hopelessness onto the kids. And then the kids grow up with these whole narratives, and they live with these narratives that they learn from their parents from the previous generation. They hold on to it, and then the cycles keeps continuing. It's like this shit has been going on for for generations, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all this shit they show us on TV is to create a limited mentality. Black History Month is because they want to limit your fucking perspective on who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's why they give you Black History Month. It's the shortest month of the fucking. It's the shortest month of the year.
On purpose.
You know what I'm saying? It is only 1 month. You know what I'm saying? Come on, niggas. That's what I'm saying. It's a mockery. That Black History Month is to make you feel like less than who you are. That's what niggas not understanding, bro.
He said, all right, let's go ahead and get over this February. Hurry up, let's go. Let's go ahead and get through February real quick.
That's what everything, and it's funny, like everything that we see on TV, it is about us. As crazy as it sounds, it is about black people because they have to keep a permanent lower class. So somebody in this fucking system got to feel like they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So they can stay at the fucking bottom. Because in a fucking system like this, you have to have, in order to have rich, you have to have poor. So somebody has to stay poor. So we're going to feed them with all bullshit and poison through their music, through their movies. We're going to sell them trauma, like the nigga Vince Staples was saying. Everything with your black experiences. Oh, my life is trash. My life is trash. Like that nigga said. You know what I'm saying? Then you internalize my life is trash. And then you'll be sitting around all kinds of opportunity and can't see it because you've been trained to believe that your skin color prevents you from being what the fuck you want to be. You know what I'm saying? This shit is beyond just your, resources, and like this shit is a spiritual warfare, nigga. All this shit is meant to weigh down your fucking spirit. Literally, when you turn on the fucking radio, damn near every song you hear is meant to fucking weigh on your fucking spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's like all this shit, nigga. Like that's why they play it. You know what I'm saying? That's why they put it out there. You know, they have to keep a permanent lower class. Like, that's how the system works. You cannot have this system without poverty. It will not fucking work. You know what I'm saying? You have to have poverty. It's part of the system, is what makes it go. So you have to have people who are constantly at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes.
Hey, I'll probably bring that shit up again. But did you see like that link I sent you? Well, I didn't send you a link, but I told you with the Google, Marcus.
The propaganda joint.
Yeah, it's legal to.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, the use propaganda. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, and remember I was saying that shit in a podcast a long time ago. It's like, nigga, you can't trust what they showing you on the news.
Corey, have you ever researched the Smith-Mundt Act of 2012?
I never heard of it. What's that?
It was like it did away with a previous, something that was in stone, and it says the American government has legal ability to use propaganda against the people of the United States.
The American government, what?
But the American government has legal, authority to use propaganda over the people.
Okay.
Okay.
As far as like putting bullshit out on.
Like, the thing was, it was since 2012. So remember all the shit you've been
seeing.
That
was in 2012.
Yeah, since 2012, it was legal. So they was doing it probably illegally, but like now, like think of all the shit that came out since 2012.
Exactly, and think about how much the just shit has changed even since Obama just went into office. You know,
he was
2012, and then boom,
he was the guy to let it go.
2008,
he was the let it go.
Yeah, exactly. He opened up the floodgates. But that's the thing, and that's what I'm sitting there trying to say, bro. So it's like if propaganda is fucking legal, how could you trust anything you fucking see on the news? Even if it's presented to seem like it's in your favor, it is not in your favor, nigga. You are part of the general population, which means you are to be controlled, nigga. That's what people have to understand. They are trying to control you, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, Corey.
That's what it's all about.
Remember we was watching all the videos back then, they talking about how Rockefeller think, like all the media groups, like, oh, we thank y'all for having, our best interests in the newspaper and all that shit. It's the same shit now. The same shit they doing now. You don't think they was in their pocket back then? They ain't pocket now?
Yeah.
Now it's just legal. That's crazy. It's legal to use propaganda.
Shit, because we was watching them before.
And you know what's so funny? I remember in what was it? In what grade was this? I don't know. When was we learning about Nazi Germany? What was that, like 7th grade or some shit like that?
Yeah, like 7th, 8th.
Like when we was learning about like Auschwitz and all that shit, about 7th grade. So I remember they was teaching us, like I remember the first time I heard the word propaganda, because they was teaching us like about how like Nazi Germany used to use propaganda.
Yeah, that's the first word.
I used to like I was like, I used to be like, damn, that word propaganda. And I used to think to myself, it was just always stuck in my mind. And then I started picking up on certain shit and patterns in the media, like as I was getting older. And then like the one instance on the media that like really opened up my mind to the media was the Barry Bonds situation, and how it was like a Barry Bonds hunt and Michael Vick. Those two situations right there kind of like opened up my whole mind to like how the media can just like, attack, you know what I'm saying? So then at that point I was like, all right, these niggas is beyond just like this nigga fucked up. It's like a whole, like almost like a lynch mob, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when I started questioning the media off that shit right there. Just off those two incidences. That's when I was like, this shit seemed like propaganda, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that's when I really started thinking about that shit. You know?
How they treated Barry Bonds and Jose Canseco and all them, Roger Clemens and all that. It was completely different.
Yep.
But the Smith-Mundt Act of 2012, everybody need to take a peek at that.
What's it called? The Smith what?
Smith-Mundt. And I sent it to you wrong, Marcus, the first time.
How you spell that last part? Month? M-U...
M-U-N-D-T.
Okay. Okay. Let me check that shit out. I don't niggas be trying to get this out here. These niggas.
So what happened?
It's crazy about how it just be all in our face now. Like,
yeah, they don't even hide this shit no more. They don't even try to like play it off no more.
But things, you have to see it in real time now, because like now you can't like research the shit because they like scrub shit like off the internet. So you gotta like, your brain already has to be like trained to see it in real time.
Yeah.
Because back then we can research, 5 years ago, like this person did that, this person did that. Like that's how we learned like how like George Bush was so corrupt. It was like, we was looking in the past. But now you can't even like catch up on somebody.
What you mean? Catch up on somebody like what? What you mean?
Because they're like deleting the past and the present. If you follow me, like everything.
You mean like on the internet?
Yeah. Everything somebody do now, like if you want to look for like bad shit they done, they'll just delete it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
So,
Yeah.
so like they're like rewriting history books in the present. Weird.
I will say
But yeah,
that is some bullshit that they don't.
Hey, but yeah, look, that's I agree with that. I agree with that 100% right. I agree with you 100%, and it's on the internet. But I think that's kind of what this whole like COVID shit and like all this like shit we just been going through with like knocking down the statues, knocking down the
fact checking all this fact checking.
You said what?
When they fact check shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because they're trying to control the narrative. See what I'm saying? Yeah. And the thing is, like, even like put it like this, like, you know how many emperors or fucking kings have existed who got knocked out the rest of record books that we'll never fucking know? You know what I'm saying? Like, just because the nigga who became the king after him just ain't fucking with that nigga. So he was like, yeah, we just gonna burn all fucking written history of this nigga. See what I'm saying? And so it's like, that's what they doing right now. Like, because remember, we know what we know, but what, 80 years from now, these niggas gonna think whatever the fuck was really going on, it's gonna be a whole different story from what we was really experiencing.
And then like 15 years from now, they're gonna be telling the story. Still ESPN and CNN.
That's what I'm saying. Bruh. Black Lives Matter is going, Black Lives Matter gonna be in the history books, so like they were some heroes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they gonna paint the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Watch, I'm telling you. And then kids gonna be like 80 years from now gonna be thinking like, oh, thanks for Black Lives Matter for liberating the blacks. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's gonna be like some goofy shit like that. I'm telling you, bro. And the thing is, the history that we know now, like all this shit that was happening in the past, we don't really know if it was really even really like that either. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we're watching them rewrite history in real time. And this ain't the first time this shit's happened. But this ain't the first time this has ever happened. You know what I mean?
It's probably
the first time. Like this is some shit that happened in multiple generations. You know what I mean?
So I think early internet, that was like real information age. Like mid 2000 and shit. So like we was learning a lot of shit, but now they like even the curve. Because back then they was writing this shit and they was controlling the books, and like the books are not easy accessible. So when it was like mid 2000, everything was on the internet and it was a filter. Yeah. But now they try to even the curve. They censoring shit, scrubbing shit, have all these fucking side agencies filtering the internet. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But the thing is, it's legal. When you look it up, it's legal.
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's legal.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, all that shit, like everything that was going 2020, I feel like it's like the year of the reset. You know what I mean? It's like we're going into a new fucking world, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like I really feel like the world is being reset. You know what I'm saying? Into some whole new shit. Because I feel like this COVID is going shit pretty much, and like the vaccines and like, cause think about it, the fact that we even have to wear a mask, to just go and buy shit. That's like almost like a metaphor for like when we used to hear the little shit when they was talking about they was gonna put V chips in, or to put the little chips in niggas to be able to track you and you can't go to the store. It's damn near like the soft version of that. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what it is. It's like literally us wearing these masks is literally like like a fucking baby version of the Mark of the Beast shit. That's literally what that is. It's like the baby version of that shit, you know?
Yeah, but it's
fucked up, but it's true.
They're gonna have that too.
Well, that's where the vaccine coming. That's supposed to be the real market.
If they can get us with the mask shit, because you're right, if they can get us with the mask shit, they can definitely get us with the vaccines. Because if they're gonna tell you can't go in the store unless there's some sort of because you know what I'm saying, it's like, well, we have a machine, nigga. I walked into a place that had a machine that took your temperature as soon as you walked in the door. You didn't even have to like put it up to your head. I knew your body temperature just walking in the fucking door. That's what I'm saying. So it's like Who knows? They ain't got some technology that could just tell if you got the vaccine or not just by your body temperature or some shit. Like I don't fucking know. I'm just throwing shit at the wall. But you know what I'm trying to say? It can get to the point where you can't move without taking the vaccine. If they can do it with masks, they can. All they gotta do is like, okay, we compromise them with the mask. Now let's take it to the next level.
Hey,
now let's take it to the next level.
You think they're gonna sit down with the vaccines and shit though?
But this
everybody getting one. Go ahead.
We made
it could get to that point.
We made predictions, a lot of predictions early in the year. We were right on a lot of shit. I think moving into 2021, when you get the vaccine, it's going to be on your phone. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to be recorded on your phone. Like the whole piece of paper shit, they showed you the paper on CNN.
Yeah.
Why are they giving you paper in today's age? This shit's going to be on your phone. So when you get like, just how you have your e-wallet on your phone, you gonna have your vaccine on your.
Yeah, that shit makes sense to me because I got my COVID test and I got my results.
It's gonna tell you who's gonna have the vaccine near you. So like, oh, this nigga's not. This man got vaccine near me.
And who got the shit? Who don't got the shit? Who might got the shit?
This nigga got the vaccine, and this nigga don't got the vaccine. Close to me.
That makes sense. Do you, is that bad though about technology?
That's like a social score. That's the shit China using right now.
But is it bad though? Is it bad? Is it a bad thing? My question to you is it a bad thing? Is it as many futuristic movies that we have seen and we've seen all type of apocalyptic scenarios and shit. Is it a bad thing to be able to see this nigga got the shit? This nigga got the shit over here.
They showed you the movie because of what? They showed you the movie
to let you know it's gonna be some shit popping off.
Corey, see, this is the thing though. This is the thing. Remember, at the end of the day, yes, that's a valid point. All right, but see, at the end of the day, it's like there's other diseases and sicknesses that's killing niggas, you know what I'm saying, at higher rates. This is shit that they just focus on. So why don't we have trackers to see who got the flu? Why we don't have trackers to see who has HIV? Why we don't have trackers for all that shit? Why we only have trackers for COVID? You see what I'm saying? What if they had trackers? What if they had trackers to let you know who had HIV?
I get that, but this shit spread throughout the whole fucking world really, really quick. So I understand what you're saying, but this shit spread through the whole fucking world. The whole fucking world really, really quick. AIDS spread through too, real quick through the world, but not as much as this fucking COVID shit did. Niggas, hundreds of thousands or niggas are dying. It's thousands of niggas each day that are coming up with the fucking COVID shit or whatever. They coming up positive and shit. Luckily, I didn't come up positive. I had a little cold. Still got a little cold and shit. I'm still getting over that shit. But I'm glad I didn't get that button or whatever saying I got that shit. But no, it's a lot of motherfuckers getting that shit. So I don't think it's I think the severity is it's like AIDS. They already, even though AIDS is I don't know if you want to call it uncurable. You got what's the name? Mike, not Michael Johnson. Mike. Who are the fucking nigga play for the LA Lakers? Michael something.
Who? Michael Cooper?
No, nigga, the nigga that played Magic, nigga. Magic.
Michael Magic?
Magic. I don't know the fucking nigga's name. Magic. I just know his name is Magic. I don't know. I was thinking his name was Michael, but Magic. We talking about Magic. Okay. You got the Magic Johnson theaters and shit out here and whatever. That nigga who had the AIDS and shit.
Oh my goodness.
That nigga.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's.
I'm saying.
Are y'all saying it's as lit? Are you saying it's not as lit as the AIDS was, or is it more lit? What's the?
No, what I'm saying is
okay. Corey, I think I know what you're saying. Are you saying like HIV been been around for a minute, right? So they put all this research and all this shit in.
Yeah, they didn't have all the research because Marcus was talking about why we're not talking
like
about all these
Corona,
other diseases and shit and
Corona,
viruses and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
Corona, they got the cure in 6 months, and HIV been around since forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of fishy.
And they got shit that can
Kind of fishy.
that'll keep you going or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They got a bunch of, for the poor folks. If you ain't Magic Johnson, you got the poor folks that can get their shit or whatever and keep that shit going or whatever.
But I mean, I'm just saying, just the whole tracking. Like, so you think that this is not a form of control? You think this is purely for safety?
As far as what? The vaccine?
Like, as far as like even the vaccine situation, like you don't think this is a form of control at all?
I'm not ready to go that far because and listen to me, I'm definitely a fucking conspiracy theorist. I'm not ready to go that far. I'm not ready to go that far because this is a global pandemic. It's
But see,
that just happened.
But see, that's what I'm saying. But when you say, okay, but this is what I'm saying. When you say you're not a conspiracy theorist, I mean,
No,
when you say you're a conspiracy theorist, it's like,
I said I am a
so
conspiracy theorist.
No. That's what I mean. That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say. So when you say you're a conspiracy theorist, like what that's basically saying that you don't take your information from the news. So basically saying that some information from the news is legit.
It's halfway legit.
You see what I'm saying? It's like the concept of conspiracy theory. The concept of conspiracy theory is birthed from not basically following mainstream ideas, right?
Exactly.
So on a certain level, there has to be some legitimacy, or you do follow mainstream ideas.
Yeah, there's
right?
truth.
I mean,
There's truth in every conspiracy theory. There's truth in every conspiracy theory.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but I would.
You don't think it's truth
that,
in every conspiracy? A little bit of truth.
I don't think it's a conspiracy theory, nigga. I feel like it's blatant. I feel like it's right in front of your face. Like, to me, it is not a conspiracy theory. I feel like it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how it's not. You know, so that I don't think it's. I don't.
No,
like, to me, this
what
is
I was
not like
saying
some
in
like.
general. I was just saying in general. For something, I was saying in general, for something to be a conspiracy theory, there has to be some form of truth in whatever statement or whatever they're trying to put forth or whatever. There has to be some legitimate truth in whatever they're saying or whatever. Oh yeah, 100 motherfuckers might have COVID or whatever, but these niggas were killed or something.
Hey, but look, COVID aside, right? You know how like the medical or health industry, quote unquote, works, right?
What? Yeah, I work for the health industry. Nigga, I work for a major insurance company. Yeah.
Isn't it food, drug?
For
it's food and drug, right? So like the food that they give you,
FDA.
Yeah, it makes you fucked up. So
they're right down the street too.
So you rely on the health that they offer.
Right?
So isn't that the same model?
Hold up. Restate what your question is. Restate your question.
The food and drug, you know.
FDA, they out here in Greenbelt and shit. Go ahead.
The food. All right, so like doctors and you know, just common society don't teach you how to be healthy. They they steer you on the fast food or all that type of shit to make you sick. So you back in the doctors, and they're not telling you how to be, you know, healthy. It's like just an ongoing circle. So
I guess I see what you're saying, but I guess, but it's not mainstream though. It's not mainstream. I watch my man. Y'all don't watch Bill Maher?
You watch like What the Health? You never seen What the Health?
No, I never seen What the Health.
Oh man,
I never seen What the Health. What's that on? What channel is it on? What is it on?
I never seen that joint either.
It's like
It sounds interesting though.
I heard about it.
I like
I
the
heard
name.
about it. I heard about it.
damn.
I like the
It's on
name.
Netflix, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's on Netflix? Okay. I like the name. I might have to watch it.
Or even like Super Size Me, like the McDonald's joint. Like you see how sick he was.
Seen that. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So like,
Oh, yeah, I seen that shit.
yeah, and it tied directly into health. The shit, you are what you eat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's why I only drink sodas.
That's the point I was making. They don't teach you how to, be healthy. They teach you,
To prevent.
a medical way to cure yourself that really don't work.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's like, well, even when I say, and I agree with that, because even when I say, like, even when I was saying earlier, Corey, when I was like, I said, to me, I feel like it's obvious, because there's like certain things like this, right? Even the concept of fear, like when you in fear, it actually weakens your immune system. So you're actually more susceptible of catching fucking COVID because you're in more of a state of fear. So that's what I'm saying. But the news ain't gonna fucking tell you to be calm, and because when you're in fear, it's gonna make it so they're not gonna tell you that shit. They want you scared as fucking possible. You know what I'm saying? That's why they keep hitting you with all this fear all day about this shit. So why would they not tell you that? Why do you not have the information? Why do you have to look that up to find that out? You know what I'm saying? That no one's telling you that shit. So now they're telling you some shit that, for your safety, COVID's everywhere, but then they're putting fear in you. You know what I'm saying? And then it's weakening your immune system, especially if you're the type of person that watches this shit all day, every day, any goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? So
that makes sense, though.
But it does. I mean, you're actually more susceptible to catch this shit.
That makes sense. What they say about sports, it's 90% mental, 10% physical. So that might play a part in that being sick shit too. You think you're sick, you feel like you're sick, get over that shit.
It is. It is. That shit is real, bro.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
when you start to embrace the sickness, you get more sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get sometimes.
Some niggas be like, nah, fuck this shit.
You can sometimes ignore your sickness. And that shit, I'm telling you, like you ain't like sometimes when you get sick, you'll be like, man, fuck this shit. I ain't about to get sick, and you'll just ignore that shit like it ain't happening. That shit will just go away.
Yeah. That's how I've always been though. It's like I ain't never want to take no fucking medicines or no shit like that. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. It's just a little ass motherfucking cold and shit, dog. That's how my body. That's how you know your body's working anyways. Fuck this medicine and shit. If my body can kick this shit out, you know what I'm saying? That's what they told us in high school, middle school, elementary school. That's how your fucking body's supposed to work. You're supposed to catch a cold. You're supposed to catch a cold and get over that shit. What you need to go get all this medicine and shit for, or whatever the fuck.
By the government.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then the wildest shit they said, Obama, Clinton, and George Bush gonna take it at the same time. These are the most broadest niggas in the past like 20 years. They all gonna take it at the same time on TV.
Oh yeah, they are gonna take the vaccine and shit.
Yeah, come on, man.
That ain't making no difference to me.
Come on.
The athletes gonna start doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But the thing about it is though.
Man.
But the thing about it is, none of them
niggas died.
No three of us in here, nobody that we know. Well, my wife anyway, but nobody that we know in general are fucking doctors or scientists and shit. I don't need. And I've already had this question. I've already had this conversation with my wife just because she is a doctor and shit. But I've already had this conversation, and it's like, yes. What they're speaking about is herd immunity. Yeah, if they want to go out there and get their fucking shots and shit, fine, but I don't have to get that shit. You don't have to get that shit. You don't have to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole point of herd immunity is it's about niggas that have already had the shit and have been cured, and it's about niggas that are getting the vaccines and shit or whatever. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to get the shit. You know, if there's enough people in the population that are guilty, then you will be okay at the end of the day. So
yeah, I mean that's probably real, but I mean I think we just speaking like in hypothetical, if we were to have mandatory vaccines, what it, you know what I'm saying, what it would be like if it actually got to that
just
point,
speaking
you
on
know
the
what I'm
extremities.
saying? I do
we don't
think
have to get that shit.
I do think that is a possibility though. I know, but I do think it could get. I mean, I think it's a possibility. Not saying that it will happen, but I think it can. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if it ever did get to that point, though.
But the thing about it is, now that you say that, the thing about it is, it's so like I said, the herd immunity shit or whatever. It's basically you don't have to get it, but if there's enough people in the population that have already had it and they've been cured of it, and then you have people that have gotten the vaccination, you're good. You really don't need to get it. But now you got they're y'all talking about people getting forced to get the vaccination and shit. So what was Biden's first thing? First thing he's doing 100 million vaccinations.
Yeah.
And shit. And I know in Maryland, I think the first doses is going to the old folks homes and shit like that or whatever the fuck. So people are getting forced to get it.
Hey, but
the people that need to get it are getting it though. So I can't really say it's a conspiracy theory or
why not uptake their vitamin intake and shit like that? Like
I get it, but vaccination works. I get it, but vaccination works. If vaccination didn't work, none of y'all niggas would have.
You don't know it works.
None of y'all niggas would have no polio vaccination or no other shit when y'all was 2 and 3 years old and shit. So it's like we could talk about it till our faces blue, but y'all can't get it.
It took them 10 years to make a vaccine. You never seen this vaccine work. So why are you talking about this?
We haven't. But
hey, you don't think the
vaccine
was already that shit was already there before we even heard of the COVID?
Exactly.
They probably already had that shit.
Marcus? Say that again.
I said that COVID, that nigga, that fucking vaccine probably been sitting in the warehouse somewhere before we ever heard about COVID and shit.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
Last year, event 201, they had the war game practicing this event.
Hey, them joints sitting in the goddamn warehouse right next to the UFOs. So shit, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's been out here, dog. I'm pretty sure them joints say that shit been out here. It might be planned.
Hey, Corey, you see it's like an Israeli official saying, yeah, we've been in contact with aliens.
I seen that joint. I seen the old motherfucker.
He said we're not mature enough.
So get the fuck out of here. Bring them niggas on out here, dog. Bring them niggas on out here. I'm trying to see some new shit. Bring them niggas on out here.
You probably have.
Man, bring them niggas on out here. It's not even that. It's just like we talking about the powers that be. The powers that be limit shit. So
them niggas probably.
But he said
niggas probably live here and been set up shop thousands of years ago.
But he said our government's been talking.
Yeah, the only reason why we haven't seen it is because they have to have some fucking type of deal going on or whatever. Yeah. That's the only reason. That's the only reason, because I'm pretty sure these niggas have superior technology or whatever the fuck. Superior technology. So that would be the only reason why we haven't seen this shit, is because they have some type of deal set up with the powers that be.
What they call it?
And that's it.
Intergalactic Peace Treaty.
Mm-hmm. Because that would shut everything. That would shut everything down as soon as everybody has come to agreement to see that, oh damn, these niggas have some crazy ass power and energy and shit that can power the fucking world, not even just the US and all this other shit or whatever. Niggas don't want to go to fucking work no more. We don't have. Nigga, I don't have to work for fucking oil and gas and shit to come to my house and shit. Nigga, just plug your shit up, nigga. Just plug that shit up, nigga. Plug that shit up, nigga. What y'all playing for? Shit. That's the only reason. It's got to be some type of fucking. It's got to be some fucking type of deal going on. It's something. It's something.
A holdout.
It's a holdout. It's a holdout. And it's probably some simple ass shit. It's probably some simple ass shit. Like the same reason why niggas is wondering why we haven't been to the other side of the moon or why we haven't been to the moon in a minute. You know, it's probably keep y'all stupid asses down here because y'all be doing some dumb ass shit. So
SpaceX launches. Y'all be seeing SpaceX launches?
Yeah, I seen that joint. That was recent. But that was my whole point. It was like before that shit, it was like just keep your dumb ass down here. You know what I'm saying? We don't need y'all niggas to be trying to spread your wings and shit and do no other shit or whatever the fuck. But you know, we got some new players in the game. Exactly. We have privateers, as they say, privateers. We don't have government. We don't have the government just going to the
No. That's government money. Elon Musk, that's government money.
Who? Elon? But it's still a privateer.
No, it's government money. Like the shit.
But it's a privateer though.
NASA is a privateer. You know that? So it's a government. It's still government money.
NASA's. I see what you're saying, but
what are you talking about? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying we know Elon Musk as a privateer. We know Elon Musk as a privateer. He got Tesla and all this other shit. He trying to. NASA's not out here trying to make no cars and all that shit. That's all they've been doing was space shuttles. So they've been getting government money. They've been getting government money.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So SpaceX is the new NASA. SpaceX is the new NASA.
I wouldn't say that though. Because Elon Musk can get some money. Elon Musk could crowdfund and fundraise and all that shit.
I'll call you up. Hey Corey, you want to hear this conspiracy theory? Warner.
Look me up. Come on.
Warner Van Braun, right?
From Germany, he came over here and did the space shuttles and shit. Yeah.
You know, in his book, he said a man named Elon is going to take us to Mars. Okay, yeah.
I gotta look that up.
Yeah.
I gotta look that up.
Look it up. And that's unbelievable.
He said a man named Elon is gonna take us to Mars. Yeah. That's fucking dope as shit.
His book. Yeah, I want everybody to look that up.
So with these,
I was gonna wrap up.
What's up with those fucking wasn't he supposed to be building like some high speed trains or some shit like that, and like whatever happened to that whole thing?
Yeah, he's still doing that in California. They still doing that. Put your money, dog. Just put your money on.
I thought I heard some shit about they was gonna have some like sort of underground, fucking under the sea, fucking high speed train from like you can go from like New York to London on a train underground, some shit like that.
It was Ben supposed to do that shit though. That's just called the maglev. Like who was talking about this shit back? Doc Francis.
They've been trying to do that before Elon now.
Okay.
Maglev. That's like they should have.
He just got the money to try and start it. That's all.
That's a hell of a
he just got the money to
fucking project though, nigga. Like that shit sound like it would take a very long time to do that.
It do. But he got the money to fucking put some spaceships up in the air, so I'm pretty sure he can get some goddamn trains going, my nigga. And it's not even no new shit because they already doing that shit in Japan or some shit like that. They already get the magnets over there going.
Technology. He's still using that rocket shit. Like that shit is not where it's at.
They can get that shit, dog.
Or is that is it above water, right? It's not under like the. No, it couldn't be under the water. It had to be above the water.
Underwater.
It can be wherever, dog. If it's a maglev, it can be wherever.
Not doing the maglev like how you're supposed to do. That's why I think. Yeah, I think Elon might be a little fraud.
Maybe wherever, dog. He about to get this money, and I'm about to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I
Because I got my money on Tesla, so he need to go ahead and get this shit together. I got my money on them Tesla stocks, so he need to go ahead and get this shit together for real. Trying to tell y'all.
Yeah.
Shit, that shit went down too, boy.
It
And it went back up. Y'all better get on that shit before it get back up to 1,000. I'm trying to tell y'all. I got 10 of them things and they popping. I'm about to get some more.
Regardless.
I need at least 10 more. At least 10 more.
Yeah, Corey, look that John up. Warner Van Braun and Elon. Google that. No, DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo?
Yeah, because DuckDuckGo is better than Google.
What the fuck is DuckDuckGo? Who you talking about? Is it another search engine?
It's a search engine. DuckDuckGo.
I never heard that shit. DuckDuckGo. I like that though. DuckDuckGoose, huh? DuckDuckGo. All right.
Yeah, but
I get it.
Look that up. Everybody look that up. Warner Van Braun and Elon Musk. He predicted he's going. A man named Elon's going. Turn the moon. But this is overtime 2020.
2020
24.
before 2021.
Well, I'd probably do a voice.
24.
24. Dang. Y'all need to listen to our overtimes on Spotify and iTunes. That's my favorite thing at work.
And get you one of these sweatshirts over here.
And like and subscribe on these YouTube videos too.
And also,
and comment. We definitely want some more conversation.
And also rate our junk on iTunes and Spotify. You can rate our shit. We got, we all 5 right now.
And we get a USAA sponsorship. So I'll let your boy.
Oh, let him see that hoodie too, Corey. Let him see that hoodie real quick.
Yeah, let me get back in there. Bow.
Cat burglar.
Bam.
Bow. Bow.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, room on y'all.
Yeah. Already. Peace, y'all.
All right, dude.